Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Lovely nā Manu, and I got the manager on the line. Matu, good morning, Matu.
G'day, Nigel. It's nice to talk to you again.
It is nice to talk to you, and I suppose you've got to go out and talk to all the birds and talk to the eels to keep them company, do you, at this stage? There's no one there to help you out in this situation.
Yeah, we've been looking after them right through the process, of course, because we're a essential business. So we've had reduced staff here, one person on site for most of the time in the mornings, preparing food, cleaning enclosures. I've been coming in the evenings and putting out kiwi food and looking after the things that have to be done last thing. But the birds and reptiles have been treated the same way that they would have been in the past, being looked after, and we've been making sure that they're happy.
Yes, too right. But do you think they're missing the people coming around, Matu?
I think it depends on which species.
Yes.
Some of them, Jimmy the Kia and his two mates, and they're Panamu and Red, they certainly seem to be looking for more interaction. The kaka are also birds that enjoy a lot of interaction.
Right.
But some of the other creatures are just quite happy to get on with their quieter lives.
Fair enough too. Any new species come in since we haven't had people there?
No. There's been no animals being traded between institutions, organisations. I mean, when I say traded, I mean, like movement of kiwi or other species in the off-season.
Yes.
Nothing like that.
No, I was thinking they may have just flown in because they've suddenly found a nice quiet spot.
Well, that's an interesting one. We've had a large flock of Canada geese
Oh dear.
on the pond the last couple of days.
Yes.
But our flock of mallards, which are usually there to greet all our visitors and chase them round when they hear the rustling of the brown paper bags, the mallards have been taking a backward step and learning to be ducks again.
Right. Well, I suppose with duck shooting starting this weekend, it's a week later, will you have a few extra visitors?
Yeah, we always see a few drift in. This time of the year, just at the moment, actually, there's a big build-up of grey teal on the ponds, so the sound of the ponds just changes at this time of the year. It's
right.
quite nice. There's lovely little chatter.
Of course, you've got to keep the place going, and you've got to have money that people pay to come and see your beautiful place, but you're a bit short of funds, aren't you? So you've got a fundraiser going.
Yeah, that's right, Nigel. We're run as a non-profit charitable trust, so we rely on our visitors coming in to pay for our animals' food and their needs in their enclosures. So we've got a Give a Little program up and going. We kicked that off last night, and we're aiming to cover our food needs and our electricity needs for the year, which runs at just on $30,000 for our birds and animals.
So you get no support from government or council or anything like that?
No, we've never had any government support or local government support, so it's always run on the snip of an oily rag, and if it wasn't for our huge volunteer support, we would definitely be struggling. So we enjoy what we can with enormous support from the local community.
Yes, I suppose you haven't got the volunteers there as such doing the maintenance work at the time, only your essential workers, as you say, to keep the animals in good condition.
That's right. All our focus is just going into keeping them fed and the basic around the enclosures at the moment. So the wider reserve will need a bit of a trim and some loving care once we get back onto the well, hopefully we'll be able to start having our volunteers back involved at level 2.
Yes, sure. You won't see visitors for a while, though, I don't suppose, Matu. Do you think they'll be banned for some time yet?
I think it's probably the larger groups that we'll won't see back to level 1. So we rely are visited by a lot of school groups,
yes.
About 3,000 school children and education-related visits last year. The reserve will be open as soon as we can to visitors again. We'll have to think about how we maintain bubbles in some of the enclosure areas. That'll be a thing to sort through, but we're hoping that we'll be able to see visitors again the next level. But it's just a matter of whether people will still be wanting to come to Manu. We can't think of a nicer place to be, but there's people have been enjoying a lot of nature over the last little while, and it'll be a matter of opening our place up again and welcoming the regulars back first, and then hopefully we'll grab a few local tourists further down the line.
Sure. Of course, it would also affect those who are having weddings there and little conferences, etc. as well. So you've lost a lot of income in some ways that keeps you going through the year. So that's why you're putting up a Give a Little page.
Yeah, exactly, Nigel. Yeah, we've lost Robin's Nest and we've lost the cottage as well just at the moment. So, any help we can get will go straight towards looking after the animals and their needs.
Right.
So those are our priority at the moment.
So just go onto the Ngā Manu website and the Give a Little page will be right there, I should imagine. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, you redirected through to it from there, so you can either go there, or I think the Give a Little page is it's called Help Ngā Manu Keep Their Captive Animals Fed and Happy in Their Bubble. So that's one of the trending concerns on Give a Little as well at the moment.
Good. Oh, well, we'll see what we can do, Matu, and we'll keep in touch with you just to see and remind people that there is the Give a Little page there, and we want to keep our tourist attraction booming along out there. It might just take a wee while to get it back to normal, though.
Yeah, thank you, Nigel.
Pleasure.
So, very good to be talking to you.
Matu, the manager of Ngā Manu.
106.3 Beach FM.